Yes gang, what is going on, and welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Now today I thought what I would do is run you for another full day of eating. Now at the moment guys, I'm not really particularly training or dieting at all. I'm just eating good nutritional dense food, which I do pretty much 90% of the time guys. Of course I give myself a little bit of leeway if I'm going out for dinner or if I'm out and about. Like yesterday, or sorry, Wednesday this week, I was actually in London. It's a lot more difficult to be 100% bang on it, but it's not the end of the world if I have one meal where it's not full on whole foods. I try and keep it as best I can. And it's not because I'm obsessed, guys. It's because I generally love the way that good food makes me feel. I am gonna be mixing up my calories and macros slightly. I've dropped them initially, just because I am going for a photo shoot to America very, very soon with Alphalete. Stay tuned for that one because that will be getting filmed, don't you worry. So I'm looking all right at the moment, but I want to just get a little bit leaner for the next 3-4 weeks, ready for the photo shoot. So here is today's full day of eating. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Meal number one is going to be 2 scoops of protein powder. Now I'll be honest with you guys, I typically like to get 190, let's say 190 grams of protein in per day from whole foods. So your chickens, your steaks, your mince, your eggs, the rest of the protein. If I hit 250 grams of protein in a day, which I typically normally do, I know some people may say that's a little bit high, but I always go above and beyond just to allow for sort of tracking complications, if you like, because the way you're tracking your food, yes, you're tracking it through MyFitnessPal or any other sort of apps you may be using. It's never going to be 100% accurate. So with something like protein, which is the most important macronutrient, I'd rather go above and beyond just to make sure I've got enough. So the protein powders, yogurt, I guess, can be classed as sort of lean, but I'd rather get 180 grams of lean protein. Basically clean protein from lean meats. And that's what we're gonna be doing today. I'm literally gonna be sipping on this. I've been doing this recently anyway. Every single morning, I always have a couple of scoops of protein powder. And that's because when you're in bed, your body's been without protein for like 8 hours, depending on how long you've been in bed for, or the last meal you've had, so even longer. So your body is sort of craving protein. So the biggest tip I can give you guys is have protein as your first meal in the day. Now, I get up early and I don't like to be eating food too early, like 5:30. It's not that now, by the way, but what I'm saying is sometimes I don't want to be eating too early. I'm hungry now, so I'm going to eat some eggs in a minute, but I'm going to have a protein shake first just to get that protein in anyway. So let's go. So I've gone for this chocolate chip cookie one. It's actually one of the favorites, guys. I'm not going to lie. This is a big one. This is 58 servings in this tub, by the way, guys. This is the big, how many is in it? Oh yeah, there we go. So it's a 5-pound tub, 2,270 grams, so just over 2.2 kilo. Big tub compared to the smaller tubs, which I think are just under a kilo. They're literally like 998. So huge tub. My code Kieran saves you 20% on your orders. You're better off getting the big tub. Yes, it's more money, but it's actually less money per scoop that way. Right, so 2 scoops, this is going down the hatch. Quick one with this t-shirt, by the way. I love this collection. This is the Zero collection that Alphalete did. I didn't realize we did it in white. I've got it in black and I've got it in gray, but I ordered this recently and I absolutely love it. Nice and tight on the arms. I wear this in the evening more so. Well, actually, I've been wearing it in the mornings recently, but like I said before, guys, I literally wear Alphalete all the time. Like, I'll go to the gym in Alphalete, of course. I'll chill in Alphalete, but every time in the evening, I go to have a shower, go to have a bath, whatever. I've got Alphalete boxers on, Alphalete socks on, and then I'll have Alphalete bed shorts, which are like the bed shorts I did years ago. They don't do it anymore, but we are going to bring them out again. And then I'll chuck a long sleeve on, and I'll just chill, because I love this collection. But anyway, didn't realize we did it in white, so I went and grabbed that. Obviously, code Kieran saves 10% on Alphalete. But let's down this, and then I'm going to make some eggs, guys. Also, I did not realize this, guys, until recently, and I'm actually annoyed that I didn't know this. So, you know the Chips Ahoy flavor, which is obviously American, they don't do them in the UK. Now, this is chocolate chip cookie. Now, if you read the back of the packet, it's got chocolate chips in it, from Chips Ahoy. It literally says Chips Ahoy cookie pieces. So you're getting pretty much the same protein. Why did we not get told this? I mean, I got told that recently. Because I know a lot of you guys were always wanting American flavors. And if you're in the UK, this is literally the same product. They're actually stopping all that collab, guys, which is annoying. I think the company's called Mondelez, which owns Chips Ahoy, Nutter Butters, Sour Patch, etc., etc., etc. That collab's actually coming to an end. If you haven't already seen that, that is all over social media. The owner, Dan and Ryan, have been tweeting about it and posting about it. I think there's about 12 months left, so if you are in America and you want to get your hands on the Chips Ahoy, Nutter Butter, the Oreo flavors, any of the Sour Patch, like energy drinks, etc., go and grab it now, but while stocks last, because that is going to be selling out once it's sold out. It's never coming back, guys. Never coming back. Anyway, I'm going to make some eggs. Right, guys, I'm not going to show you how to do absolutely everything I cooked today, but I am going to show you how I'm doing my eggs at the moment. Now, I like to do my eggs a certain way every single day. Whether it's like this or I'll choose how I'm feeling on the day, basically. I've been having them like this for a little while and I absolutely love them like this. But you have to get it right. You have to get it right. And always cook your eggs with a bit of full fat butter. Right, pan on the heat, really low, like medium-ish, lowish heat. I'm having 6 eggs. So they're not just fried. I'll show you what I mean when I get into it. I hate crispy eggs, guys. I hate like real crispy fried eggs. I just don't understand it. So when you're like, when people are cooking eggs, they've got the pan super hot and it's like bubbling and spitting everywhere. Like, it's not a bit of me, that. So super slow. And now, so we're getting pretty high there now. What you can do, you can actually put a lid on, which is going to steam them a little bit from the top, which I sometimes do before I start to move the eggs around. You've got to be careful because you don't want it to go crispy. But you want to obviously do it super carefully that you don't break the yolks. But that is perfect for me. And when you turn them over, they don't want long. Like, that will literally be done in seconds. So I don't mind it breaking like that. But you've got to get it out quick. So this one that we've turned over now will be done. That is perfect. And then once they come out, a little bit more salt on there and a tiny bit of pepper. And that is literally how I do my eggs. So still soft yolks, absolutely perfect. I don't like crispy yolks, don't like crispy whites, and that is how I do it. I actually dread to think how many eggs I could eat like this. I could genuinely eat probably 12, 15 eggs like this. Oh yeah. The seasoning's bang on. Obviously it absorbed a little bit of the butter that we used. All day long. This cut that I'm doing, guys, is not going to be super, super strict, hence the fact that I've got 6 whole egg yolks. And I'm using butter. But I still use butter anyway when I'm shredding because the food doesn't absorb all of it and it just tastes better. Oh yeah. So that, meal number 1. Well, technically 2, I guess, but I had them back to back. Alright, so guys, calories and macros for this meal, including the protein shake, we are looking at, so I had 6 medium eggs and 2 scoops of Ghost chocolate chip cookie whey protein. 784 calories, 94.6 grams of protein, 37 grams of fat, and 14 grams of carbs. Now, people say you can't absorb more than 20 grams of protein per sitting. That is, in my opinion, that is absolute bollocks, because if you could only absorb 20 grams of protein per meal, and you need to get 200 grams of protein in if you're a 200 pound male, like in weight, body weight, you would need to have 10 meals at 20 grams of protein each. So it's think logically, guys. People say this, but then if you actually think about it, well, obviously not. You're not going to have 10 meals a day at 20 grams of protein each. So your body can absorb more than 20 grams of protein in one sitting. So ignore all that crap that you hear. Maybe it's a little bit too much protein in one meal if it was all coming from like chicken or beef, because that's a lot harder to digest. Eggs and protein shakes, super simple to digest, so you're going to get quite a lot of protein from all this. Little man also needs to get his protein in, doesn't he? Egg whites for Brecky the boy. Spoilt. Welcome to the cupboard of dreams. Now, I've run out of creatine, which is very annoying. So, but I have got size, so I can have some size actually. Not that one though. Let me have a think. So I'm gonna have a Ghost Any. So I don't need pre-workout. I just need an intra, which I'm probably gonna go for. Let me go for this. Intra is basically EAAs as opposed to BAAs. So you get all 9 essential amino acids. So that's coming with me. Well, I'm going to make it up now. Now I want a natural size. This looks like a natty size. No, it's cherry limeade. Natty pump. We'll have a natty pump for sure, won't we? Natty size. Here we go. New as well, which means there's no beta alanine. It's just natural flavorings, creatine, muscle builder. That's going straight in together. 1 scoop intra. I normally do 2 scoops pump. I'm just going to do 1 big heaped one today because I've only got a shaker cup and I don't want to have too much powder in here. And then, thought it was a freshie. And then just 1 scoop of this. Guys, as you know, I've said already in this video, code Kieran saves 20% on all Ghost products. Now this is going to be my intra drink. And then on the way to the gym, I'm going to have a Ghost Any drink. Sour Patch Blue Raspberry. Now, if you're watching this in the US, you can still get this in the US, but this is coming to an end, like I mentioned this morning. All right, Mondelez are no longer going to be partnering with Ghost. Don't panic, there's going to be some exciting new collabs coming. There's more to why they're not continuing the partnership, which I don't need to get into, but if you want to go and search it, you can online. Dan, who is the Ghost owner, does a lot on Twitter, so go and check it out, or X, whatever you want to call it nowadays. But this flavour is one of the best. So I'm going to have this. You've got about 12 months to go and get yourself as much Sour Patch or any other flavours you want that are under Mondelez, basically. This is a game changer. So that's my pre-workout, that's my intro. Let's go gym. I've only had breakfast. It's actually, what's the time? It's like, it's 11 now. It's 11 now. So realistically, I should have already had some more food. I'm gonna take a Squares bars with me and just have that during my session. Yes, I always say you should have carbs in and around your training. However, I don't feel like I need any food right now. And to be honest with you, I don't want to have a meal, get to the gym and feel like a bit sluggish. So this is gonna just send me over the edge or give me enough to what I need. And then when I get home, I'm gonna make the best, what I would call the best ever post-workout meal. So I'll see you in a couple hours. The perfect post-workout meal. We have 250 grams of chicken, 250 grams of white rice, and broccoli. Now I did put a little bit of this sauce on there. Hot. It's called hot sauce chipotle, but it's not actually hot, which I like. Also got vitamins to take whilst eating meals. So this one is a digestive enzyme. You take one of these at every meal. All right, it's just gonna help with the digestion system, which is exactly what we love even. I then got 2 vitamin C's and 2 fish oils, but what I normally do, eat some food first, and then I'll take my vitamins afterwards. Because you need food to help transportate the nutrients. Delicious. No, it's not shit, Aaron. It's perfect. So, calories and macros for this meal. So looking at this meal, you probably wouldn't think it would be that much in calories, but it's actually 729 calories. 82 grams of protein, 9 grams of fat, and 73 grams of carbs. Good amount of carbs after training is always a good thing as well. It's high protein, and you want to keep the fats down to a minimum due to protein synthesis realistically. So fat slows down the absorption of proteins. Not anticipated, but Ellie and her sister and everyone else is here. So they've gone and ordered an Indian, but I'm going to show you guys what I got. Right, guys, so didn't realise we were going to have an Indian tonight, but it's all good. I'm not like super strict with my diet. If I was obviously doing a show or a shoot or something, I would just completely not have this at all. I just wouldn't do it because that's just the type of person I am when it comes to like dieting stuff. But because it's not that strict, I'm okay. But honestly, guys, Indian's not my favourite food. It really isn't. Like, it doesn't make me feel good. I can eat so much of it that's why it doesn't make me feel good, because I just can't stop eating it once I start. So I've literally just gone for chicken tikka and rice. There's 220 grams of rice there, plain white rice, boiled, and then chicken tikka. And I just pull it out of the sauce. It comes in like loads of oily sauce and stuff. Not really sauce, it's like more of an oil. So I've just got, I think, 210 grams of chicken there. I can't remember exactly what it was. And that's me. So that is how to stay on track while still getting involved with an Indian, with a family. So let's go and munch on this. I have made my last meal of the day, and it's always my favourite meal of the day, I think. I've got 230 grams of natural Greek yogurt, 1 scoop of peanut butter cereal milk protein powder, which is my favourite one to use. Not just drinking, but also with the yogurt. It does make it amazing because of the peanut butter like powder in there. I've then got frozen raspberries, normal raspberries, blueberries, peanut butter, and 15 grams of dark chocolate chips. And that is going to cap off a full day of eating. Look at that. Oh yeah. I can eat that on the sofa. It'll take about 25 minutes to eat that because it's so cold. I just do it nice and slowly, and it sort of just stops any cravings. Not that I've got any. I'm not even hungry right now, so I'm just literally eating this to make sure I get the right macros. And obviously, just had the Indian there. I know it wasn't too bad, but I want to make sure my last meal of the day is a lot leaner than an Indian. Delicious. Right, that is going to wrap up today's video, guys. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you guys